Hello there everyone, I suck at battles here, bringing you yet another blast of BTD Battles action, but this time we venture into the depths of late game snowy castle, bombarded with packs and moabs and ZOMGs. And here with me is a special guest for this video, who will help me break the record for the highest round on this track. His name is Anacondas, also known as Tyler or Aliens Rock 50, whose name you may have previously heard before, since he was featured in some of my other high round battles videos. Chances are a good chunk of you probably already know him, as he's quite a big channel and makes some really nice and sexy Bloons videos, so if you haven't heard of him you may want to consider checking this guy out. The channel link is in the description if you are interested. Anyways, as I was saying earlier about Snowy Castle, the round to beat is round 46, so here's hoping we can break that record. It may sound like a pretty low round number, but trust me, it is a lot harder to get there than you may think. This was due to an update several months ago, where they made the Moab class Bloons scale up in speed and HP much faster than it used to past round 30. I think it's somewhere around 3 times as much, but don't quote me on that. So before that said update, you could frequently get to round 60 and beyond on even the shortest maps, but now even getting to 60 would be a stretch on the easiest maps, like Battle Park and Rally. So yeah, a nice upside to that change. Though as now I don't have to spend 5 hours of straight playing to break that record, haha. Round 45 or so should take roughly 40 minutes if there is no slow-mo involved. I should also add that this take was not the very first attempt me and Tyler tried for Snowy Castle. This is probably the 5th or so attempt actually. It takes a couple of playthroughs to find out what towers to get, when to send income balloons, and the types of defense you need to get to a very late round. With that said, our tower layout is mortar, ninja, boat, super monkey, and bomb tower. Yes, 5 towers, and all of them play a significant role in getting to the highest round. For the ninja, it's obviously that sabotage ability that slows Bloons by half. The mortar for the artillery ability stalling, the boat for BFB and killing, bomb tower for lots of Moab popping power, and of course Super Monkey, for the temple and the technological terror ability. But a little bit of a spoiler here, none of us actually end up using temples for this high round attempt, and you might be wondering why. Well, it's because on a map as short as this, you need to get all the income you can get because you are going to be spending a shit ton of money on towers to survive the earlier rounds. And because of that you won't have the money to spend to get a temple in time before the balloons start overwhelming you. 100,000 cash plus more for sacrifices is quite a lot of money to sink in by round 38 or so, which is when you would normally get your first one. So because of that it's better to just fill up the entire map with more weaker towers. You know what they say, more is less. Wait shit, I messed that quote up. Forget what I said there. Let's move on. I may plan to release a video of all our other attempts on this map pretty soon, so if you're interested in seeing bloopers and shit then that will be perfect for you. That will be it for now. I dragged this one on quite a bit so hopefully you're more than satisfied for this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't. And do the same for Tyler's channel too. Have a really snowy day.